Hello everybody, welcome to Burnsville Volkswagen. My name is Mike Barkle. Today we're going to give you an overview of the 2017 GTI. Now we have the sport model here to show all the neat features that come with that vehicle. It's a new trim level for the year. There is still the base S, and then the sport comes next, and then the SE, and then the Autobahn are the trim levels for this year. And so what they've done is the sport is the introduction of the performance pack, which used to be an option last year. So now standard on the sport is the 220 horsepower motor, the gigantic brakes that go on a Golf R, and then you also get a nice wheel upgrade, you get a black mirror cap and xenon headlights. So the things that they've taken out, I guess, minor tweaks, I guess, but again, they're trying to save weight, save cumbersome things like that. But they've taken out the LED fog lights, but added the xenon headlights and LED surrounds for the vehicle as well. You do get the cornering lights built into the headlights as well. And again, that very, very nice 220 horsepower upgrade to the motor. You also get the dynamic cornering ability from the vehicle as standard equipment. We'll come around to the side here, show you some of the standard issue features on the GTI. As always, from the 15 introduction of this car, you get ambient lighting on the door, ambient lighting on the threshold, and then the interlagos or Jackie cloth seats, which are a nice enhancement of how fun this car is really designed to be. And you get the bolstered seats standard, partially powered seat standard, and heated seats are also standard on the car. Rear seat, most people are like, oh, I don't want to ever have my friends in my car, but it's actually a very decent back seat for legroom, and you have ventilation for rear seat passengers, cup holders for rear seat passengers as well, and also an armrest. So you're not, stuck in the back, on a long ride. Towards the rear here, you get standard issue spoiler, rear wiper washer are also standard. Backup camera standard. It's actually hidden in the VW logo here, which is also our latch. And then if you upgrade to the driver's package with the adaptive cruise and the park pilot, you'll have an array of sensors around the back and the front of the vehicle that will actually help park the car. So you can park it parallel park or perpendicular park if you need to. We've got some videos that will show you on those too. So, but cargo space, more like, I don't know if I want to get a hatch. It's still 15 cubic feet of space. When you take the cargo cover out, you've got 19 cubic feet of space. Okay. So some of the neat features that they do with the GTI is you can actually drop the floor another 3 inches to increase that cargo room. Your spare is still on the floor, and then class leading ability to put your cargo cover in and still go. So if you have, I don't know, if you're bringing home your dog's crate or a big TV or something like that, you can still, with one motion, flip the cargo cover in, keep going, instead of having to leave it home and getting it all dusty and yucky in the garage. So seats do fold flat. You do have a pass-through for the middle as well. And so if you're taking skis, you don't have the cargo rack on, you can get that around. And we'll get a close-up of those wheels. They are awesome. You get the painted red rotors, calipers, and that's standard issue on a GTI. However, with the performance pack, they are painted with the GTI logo on the front brake calipers, which really sets us apart from a standard GTI of yesteryear. So another shot of the back seat there real quick. You get, again, nice comfort. Actually, you get some nice bolstering in those back seats too. One of the things I wanted to mention real quick, you have KESI keyless entry standard on this car. So on the Sport, that is. So put your key in your pocket. You can unlock the car just by putting your hand on the back side of the door handle. Lock the car by just touching the little dimple on the handle as well. Hop in, again, key in your pocket, push the start button, away you go. Some of the great enhancements you get is the brushed steel pedals, dead pedals also upgraded. You get the nice tactile feel of how sporty this car is designed in the door. You get the carbon fiber look, and then you also have the door inserts as well. Some of the things you would get in the Autobahn would be full leather seats, full power seat, dual climate control, and a host of other little fun features that we can talk about. But want to invite you in for a test drive. Again, there is nothing like this car. All right, so we'll give you a tour of the interior on the 2017 GTI. Again, there really isn't anything in this price point that you get this much technology with, and we're just going to go through what you get. So for starters, overhead you get CarNet, standard, sunglass pocket, LED down lighting throughout the car, and then your 8-inch infotainment system. So I can go through radio, media. So I got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I just plug in the phone and my apps show up on the radio screen. You got your phone connection here. Car, I can go through a couple different features. I can see what are some draws on the fuel economy. I got this fun little how good am I doing as far as fuel economy and not polluting the environment. And then you can flip right over and start getting mean here and look at your G meter, your boost gauge, and how much power the car is putting out. And you can actually flip through and go to something different here. So I can see temperature, I can see another gauge there I can flip through again. But it gives me a nice combo of options so that when I'm out driving I can actually get a feel of what the car is doing. Heated seats are standard. The analog HVAC system is standard issue. You're going to again upgrade to the dual climate control, which is fully automated. Your push button start system, the driver mode select, which we'll go through, and then your traction control, stability control off switch. Armrest is height and length adjustable as well. But yeah, let's go through what our mode select does here. So I've got normal, sport, and custom. If I get into custom here, go into adjust, I can adjust the steering, the drive system, the front differential lock, the dynamic adaptive front lighting. So that's the headlights up front as far as how they swing and level out. And then I can actually adjust the engine sound. So you have that full throttle, full note at all times. And then there's even rest mode. So this is something that was originally only on Touaregs. And rest mode actually cycles the AC system when the car is off. So it's kind of some neat stuff that you wouldn't expect to find in anything in this class, but you get it in a GTI. So we'll move over to the steering wheel. You've got cruise control, and then your cancel feature. So if you actually had the adaptive cruise, you'd have a button here. It would show up here how far you set your distance from the car in front of you, and it'll actually do autonomous braking in case you forget to stop the car. In the center cluster, I've got the option to go through and see oil temperature, fuel economy, and a whole host of other fun things. And then I can actually go through my options here, or I can go through my options on the radio and get through my apps and see them individually that way. So again, there really isn't a lot of cars. Maybe you get into Audi and BMW and get cars that have things like this, but not in your standard issue Toyota or Subaru or Ford for that matter. So again, we want to invite you in to come take one for a test drive. You can come talk to me. I'm one of the managers at the store, and we'll introduce you to one of our sales consultants. You'll have an excellent experience at our store at Burnsville Volkswagen.